now, the part of the reason for being in Maryland is gone. So here's New York Herald front page showing their little description of here are the Confederate batteries. Here's the Union on this side. The article talks about the evacuation of these batteries. So at this point, the Army is getting ready to pack up and go over on the Virginia side to start what will be called known as the Peninsula Campaign. But Sickles, as I said, he is in a hot state of affairs with General Hooker. He is not a good field commander. He's absolutely not. And so he is being sacked and not allowing to go to join the rest of the army. He is staying behind, and then he can find whatever command or whatever he needs. Here McKinstry is writing the political aid that sustained him. He is absent himself. Could not boast of warlike knowledge which was indispensable to a company officer, and his palpable errors called forth sneers from the privates in the ranks. McKinstry has come to, at one point, he appreciates Sickles' energy and getting the brigade together, but this type of stuff just irks him, and when at one point, he describes his being fired as being decapitated in the most neatest style. But soon after, the Excelsior Brigade has moved over to cross the river to Virginia, and soon Sickles' nomination for general has been resubmitted by Lincoln to the Senate. To be a general, you must be confirmed by the Senate. You can command a large group of soldiers as a colonel, but you must be approved on that. And here's an editorial that appeared in the Fredonia Censor. We see it announced that the president has renominated Sickles. By what maneuvering was this induced to do on the face of unanimous rejection of Sickles' previous nomination by the Senate? In a time of war, no one ought to be appointed to a military position thus fully competent to discharge the duty. The lives of 5,000 men are too much value to be haphazardly, recklessly, for the purpose of rewarding politicians' ambitions in military glory. We believe that President Lincoln has been bamboozled. Sickles is a Democrat, and in the early part of the war, Lincoln does just not want to make this a Republican war. This needs to be a war of all our country fighting to restore the Union. And Sickles he's delivered the Excelsior Brigade. He carries, in some circles, he carries a lot of political weight. But still, for the rank and file back home in Fredonia, this is a little breakdown of the Peninsula Campaign. So